6:30 in the morning when the bus would come and get them. This year, with the addition of the morning team, that allowed our guests to be able to stay just a little bit longer before they had to go back out on the streets. So the overnight team has a little bit, you have enough to do during the night without having to clean up, lock up, serve breakfast, etc. So the morning team comes in and helps relieve you of that.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
How do you get everybody up in the morning? What do you usually do? Just turn the lights on or play music, or what do you do?
Yes, all those things. You turn on the lights. We let people know, hey, you know, we're getting ready to kind of give them a heads up. Hey, we're getting ready to turn the lights on in a few minutes, you know, and then we turn on the lights. Usually
I do
try
have
not
something
to turn
to
them on
add.
full blast. Huh?
I have something to add to that. We had a very well-meaning gentleman go into the women's area, women's room for sleeping, and gently try to wake up a woman. And she has some PTSD issues, and it scared her. So we just ask that you don't touch anyone, because people living on the streets are always at high alert. You know, anything could happen at any time. So you want to just, you know, keep your distance and not do touching. Thank you.
Absolutely. And in general, it's in COVID anyway, it's, you know, we have that, but in general, I've learned too, is that people will, there's a lot less touching going on this year, you know, hugging that we would normally do, but people will let you know kind of what we just, it's good to not do that. So we kind of give them a warning. Hey, we're getting ready. We're just letting everybody know, hello, we're going to turn the lights on in a few minutes, you know, and then we turn the lights on. And then and some people, you know, some are morning people and some aren't, just like all of us, right? Some of us don't want to get up. Some of us are out of bed, wanting to eat breakfast. But again, you can let the morning team kind of take over at that point. Any other comments, questions about Judy?
Yeah, it would be helpful if, now sometimes the morning team arrives at 6:30. And that's great because they have to get the breakfast items from the downstairs kitchen on the other side of the auditorium. So they are busy trying to gather everything for the breakfast. If you can hang out for a few minutes while they get everything upstairs, that would be really helpful so that the restrooms are not unattended, and that those extra efforts on getting guests up and out of their beds, that would be really appreciated. And we didn't think about that overlap in the instructions. So the instructions say overnight leaves at 6:45 and morning team arrives at 6:45. If there's any way you can facilitate the overnight team with the morning to overlap just a few minutes, that'd be great.
Yeah. I see a hand, I think.
So the morning team basically gets up the guests.
Typically, yes, we wake them up, let them know, get the coffee started, get them going, you know, let them know the bus is going to be there around 7:15. So there's, as like Judy was saying, there's a lot to do by the time the guests are getting up and getting breakfast and the bus is arriving at 7:15. So it is kind of a busy time.
Yeah, can I jump in? I think John had asked if the morning team was responsible for waking up the guests, and no, it's the overnight people.
Oh, the overnight team, it's around 6:30?
Yes.
Yeah.
And,
okay. Good question.
Again, all the instructions, one of the things we have in the instructions for each of the thing is kind of a time by time out set of instructions. So here's what you do when, here's what you do when, so that you know, but yes, you're the one that are going to get them up. The morning team is going to get them fed, get cleaned up, and get them out the door.
And they have to leave by 7:15, you said. That's when the bus arrives.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in that 45
minutes,
45 minutes to an hour. I see Joni has a hand up.
Thank you. I'm bringing the grab and go breakfast. Can you tell us a little bit about what you want and when we should drop it off and that kind of stuff?
I can let Jessica handle that because she usually
Okay.
coordinates with the, or whoever's coordinating with the meal team.
Okay.
Yeah, I
perfect.
need to send out an email to the breakfast people and then you can all talk to each other and figure it out and we'll do that. Or we can
Okay.
have a Zoom meeting.
Yeah,
I can tell you we have a lot of granola bars down there.
yes. One of the things that I sent out, I think Jessica, I included you on this, is that usually what we do is we check with the team that had the week before. Because Jessica, you'll check with the team that's doing it this coming week, which is my Oak Hills. And we will say, here's what we've got left over. Here's what we're getting low on. Here's what we have a lot of. And then you can coordinate so that you can help replenish the things that are getting low from the week before, or, so we make sure that the teams are each week are in communication with the week previous. So that way we know not to bring X and it's too much of something or we don't have enough. So because it fluctuates from week to week. And sometimes we, like you're saying, we have a ton of granola bars, but we run out of instant oatmeal, for example. And so we are making sure that the two people that are coordinating the meals or breakfast at each site are talking to each other so that each week we just replenish what we don't have from the previous week. Go ahead, Judy.
All food items, whether they're for breakfast or dinner, need to be brought at night. No breakfast items are to be brought in the morning. We just don't have the bandwidth to try and make that work. So.
And again, because that means if you're bringing a breakfast item that needs to be heated up, we don't have the ability to do that. Heat it up, get it ready to go for them in that time period. We just don't have time to heat up a meal, get a hot meal ready to go in the morning. So typically are things that are shelf stable, that don't need to be heated up or can be quickly pulled out of the fridge and served. Some people have made sandwiches and brought them to hand out. But you need to make sure that those are pre-made, ready to go, that there's something that won't spoil. If they're carrying it around all day, you don't want it to be egg salad or something, or something that's gonna, so it has to be something that they can easily throw into the bag and people can take with them, peanut butter jelly, things like that. So go ahead, Judy.
They do like their instant oatmeal.
Yes.
They do have time to eat it if they get up and get themselves ready. We have hot water that can be used for tea or instant oatmeal. That's one of the things the overnight team does, is get some coffee going, get some hot water upstairs so that is possible. No hard-boiled eggs to go. They don't hold temperature well, and there could be salmonella or something.
Yeah.
So good, but it doesn't work really well for them to
Yeah.
eat it.
So something that can, and again, anything that's portable, right? Easily eaten without a utensil, and that they can potentially maybe even not eat right then, but they can eat later. And so again, we'll, this year, like this week, we found out we were getting low on the maple and brown sugar and maple instant oatmeal, which is their favorite. So we made sure we replenished that for this week, or the sometimes the string cheese, kind of those cheese things, containers, that they can take with them. But we'll make sure that the person this week communicates with you and says, we could use X or Y or something like this to help replenish it. And
have
fruit.
a comment.
Uh-huh.
I have a comment. This
Uh-huh.
is Catherine. And I think peanut butter and jelly it's very difficult to eat without milk or a beverage. I think cheese, deli slices, things like that are much easier for them to eat. That's just my
Yes.
comment, just a suggestion.
No, absolutely. And we do have waters and things like that, juices that we have available for them. And again, you are not required to provide a to-go lunch. What we provide are breakfasts. Okay, we provide breakfast. And maybe if they wanted a granola bar to take with them during the day, or an orange or something like that to take with them, we have to-go bags. But you are not required to provide a lunch item. It really is, it's the breakfast that we're concerned about, and maybe a snack during the day if they would like it.
Okay, I'm gonna cut in here and
Yep,
say I'm
that's it.
scared that we're gonna run out of Zoom meeting minutes. I do wanna, oh gosh, Karen, thank you so much. You're amazing. You do so much. I really appreciate you doing this training for us. Thank
Sure.
you. And then
Glad
also
we're-
to all of you, really appreciate all of you. Please call me, email me, text me. I don't care. I love to chat. Call me if you have any questions or you want to discuss anything. I'll start an email about the breakfast for the breakfast team. And yeah, and does anyone have anything else to say? Yes, Judy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple
if you
of
run
things.
out of- Oh, sorry, Judy, go ahead.
Just quickly, please read the instructions. Reread the instructions. We have them in detail for a reason. You will be asked to ignore them sometimes by our guests. We have a family feel, but that means kind of taking advantage sometimes. So read the instructions. If you have any questions, the night captain is there, Jessica is there. Be glad to assist. Look through the supply room. Make sure you're familiar with what medical supplies, what cleaning supplies are there. We had someone ask for paper towels last week. If they turned around in the supply room from where they were, there's boxes of them. So feel free to take a look in there and also downstairs by the shower. That's where I found the Kleenex. So familiarize yourself. Please be on time for your shift. If you're doing showers and it says 5:30, please be there. If you're a greeter, please try to be there as close to 5 o'clock as possible. There are multiple things that may need to be done. We have gloves, we have gowns, we have face shields. They're all in the supply room if you want any of those. I think that's it.
Judy said it well.
I have
going
a
to
quick
say that.
question.
We have lots of supplies. Look for them.
I have a quick question. When should the email arrive so that we know it to look for it? Like, you know, because sometimes emails go to junk folders, etc.
Oh, let's say I will write an email by tomorrow, by Sunday for sure.
Okay.
Does that sound good, Dina?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. If I forget, someone needs to just call me and tell me stop forgetting. No, I think I'll remember. Today or tomorrow. Thank you, Dina.
I have a
Appreciate it.
quick question. The instructions specifically, they're on site. Are they available for me to look at beforehand?
Yes, and if I haven't sent them to Jessica already, I'm gonna resend her the list of all the current instructions so that all of those can get out to you, so you have plenty of time to read them.
Okay, good. Yeah. You have a lot of pictures, so I don't have to guess. No.
No, sorry, no pictures.
Okay, this is an overthinking question and I apologize in advance. So when it comes to, like, I've signed up to bring dinner, is there any way that it can be communicated what has been brought throughout the week and maybe the previous week? If that's too much work, don't worry about it, but I just don't want to bring the same thing that they've had like 5 times in a row. And I know that's overthinking.
It's thoughtful. Thank you for thinking about that.
So Sue, we do have a list and I can send you out the menu of the week for Trinity. I do not have anything for this week.
You can also check the Sign Up Genius page, and you can just see, Wednesdays are always Chicago Fire pizza nights, and you can see all the, yeah. But you can also call me. Okay, I just got a notification. We are going to be ending soon. So Karen, do you want to wrap anything up?
No, I just say thank you very much. Thank you. I'm here to support you as well. We're all here to support you. We appreciate what you're doing. So let us know if you need have any questions at any time.
Thank you, everybody. You're amazing. Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.